Guys, deluded, I'm back again. Thank you very much for watching me. A couple of you have heard me here and there in vids talk about Nicolas Pépé in segments, and you've been pressing me to offer my opinions for what it's worth. I mean, I'm a fan like you guys for what I believe of the man. So yeah, when so many people ask, there's only so long I can ignore it for. So what can I say on him? I mean, he's 23 years of age. He's capped by Ivory Coast a couple of times. A lot of the interest in which you're seeing, I mean, every week he's announced with a new club. I mean, I remember the days when he was linked with Villa and a couple clubs that were lower on the lower end in the Premier League. But such has been his form last year, you've seen him linked with more reputable clubs. Allegedly, he was close to joining Seville from the reports I read online. And every week he's linked with Barcelona now. He's actually been linked with Man United. So on the logic of that, he'd probably be linked with Real Madrid next. He's been linked with a couple Premier League clubs. For what it's worth, I like him. Initially, when I saw him, you could see he was a good player, but obviously, I see a lot of players that I think are good players and could be good players, but I always tell you guys, for me anyways, there's a difference between me thinking he's a good player and me being able to hands on heart say this guy can, I believe we should be signing him or going for him. To be honest, I'll never make a half-hearted claim. For every Torreira that I've seen, there's been that I was making vids and saying we need to try and sign him and things. Not that I know everything, but yeah. There's players I thought were good, and I was like, won't he? And maybe that's a fault of mine, to be honest, that I differ. But he's a good player. But when you're talking them levels there, the end product was a bit booky. He could beat a man. He's got electrifying pace. His link-up play is good. He can harass a fullback. If I'm a defender trying to play out from the back and you give it to your fullback with a poor pass and you cut off his angle, he's going to take the ball. He's aggressive in that sort of play. He's nothing like Mane, but that sort of Mane, that street aggressive approach sort of thing. Vardy got that too. He's got that. He's rapid, he can change direction at pace, he can change direction quite well. But his end product was always one thing I was worried about. Getting his head up at the wrong times, overplaying it, underplaying it, not being as patient. Last year, he kind of squashed some of them concerns, because if I look at it, in 38 appearances, 14 goals, 5 assists, 13 of them goals being in the league. Previously, before he joined Leo, just to put into context, in the 2016-17 season, in 30-odd appearances, he got 3 goals, 2 assists. So now you see what I'm trying to say, people, why that, while he's a good player, at the end of the day, goals and assists kind of make players. Clearly, he's a rough diamond. He's not the finished article. He's 23 years of age, and personally, for what it's worth, I think he'd be alright for United, but I wouldn't handle, if I was a United fan, or if I was doing this from a United fan point of view, I'd love to be proved wrong, and I do believe he's got scope to develop, and I actually wouldn't mind him at my club. But if I could hand on my heart say, is this man going to be a success? Is he going to do what we need to do, what we was kind of hoping Alexis was, or even a fraction of that? I don't know. I know if he would go there, would show promise, he'd probably score goals, the fans would take to him, but would he be someone that is more often than not going to get you out of trouble, going to be the man that stands up to be counted? I don't know. I think he could grow into that, but I can't hand on my heart say he's that right now. But he's a good player. Like I said, because of his good season last year and he's hit the ground running this year, I think he's got, 4 goals, 3 assists in 5 games. Clearly shows up he's gone a level. He's becoming more cerebral, more calculated, getting his head up, playing it. Actually, just at the end of the day, it's about goals and assists. He's a very skillful lad. He don't mean he's Ronaldinho, but he's not afraid to try a trick or two. I'm fullback, people. I was a failed winger. Wouldn't want to play against him, because he's them guys that don't give you an inch. I'd more like playing against the Stuart Downing sort of wingers than this sort of fella. But yeah, he can frustrate at times, but he also can excite you at times. Personally, I don't know, such as the market today, I don't know how much they're asking for, but he's at a good club in Lille. They've got, I think at a point last year, they had statistically the youngest squad in Europe. They've got a good project with young players, or they had a good young crop of based on their projected project. I know someone got fired and they didn't have the best of times last year, but yeah, that's what I think of the guy. If he can become very consistent with his decision making, then he's a special player. But we'll see, man. We'll see. He's going to be watched, for me personally, anyways, under the eye a bit more in the season. And if you guys want and you remind me, we'll sit back here at the end of the season in May, or probably midpoint in January, and we'll assess where he is and what my thoughts on him is. But hopefully I've given you guys what you wanted, for those who keep asking me about the fella. Can't understand why you always want my opinions. Like you guys, I'm just simply a football fan. I don't think I know more or any less than you lot. I just watch ball. But yeah, man. Guys, DG.